Hi authors, I'm Tiffany Yates-Martin, the founder of Fox Print Editorial, a career book editor, and the author of Intuitive Editing. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about plot for the editing quick tip. One thing I frequently see in manuscripts that I'm working on is that authors have confused action with plot or with story. So really quickly, let me go through some of the differences. A lot of stories have great scenes with terrific energy and momentum and great stuff happening, but if it isn't plot, if it isn't in service of story, then it's not effective for your manuscript. Plot is all those things, exciting things happening that are in service to a character pursuing a clearly defined goal. So action would be the steps along the path of the character's pursuit of that goal, meaning their progress toward it and their setbacks from it. Story is plot, meaning a character's pursuit of their clearly defined goal, but it also encompasses how the character is changed as a direct result of that pursuit. So how can you use this differentiation to create compelling stories? First of all, one great thing to do is to define what your character's goal is. That's their uber goal. What is the thing that they want more than anything that is driving their action through the story? Identify what that is. Identify the inciting event. What is the thing that sets them on this journey irrevocably? What happens that kickstarts their path toward this goal? And then plot out the major highs and lows in the story. What I mean by that is the main setbacks that the character undergoes in the course of pursuing this goal, and also the main triumphs. There should be ideally probably one or two of each. I like to use an actual graph that I plot out visually because it helps me see exactly how the story should progress. I like a W graph, but your story may not be a W. It may be an M. It may be a W with a V on it. It might be inverted from that. You can use a little roller coaster shape if you prefer. It doesn't matter. It just helps to see it visually. So if you've plotted out your inciting event first, you put that at the first part, let's say a W, the first part of the W, and then you put the goal at the end of the W. So now you have your start point and your end point. Now you've got these highs and lows to fill in, these major setbacks, major triumphs. Fill in what those are. So now you've got these clear points plotted out. The final high point is going to be the highest of all the high points, and that's the climax of your story, and that happens shortly before the end of whatever the ultimate goal is. That's the characters achieving that goal, and it should be very near the end of your story. I would say the last maybe 5 to 10%. So now you have plotted out in your story what sets the story in motion, how the story is resolved, the major setbacks, the major triumphs. Now you can just plot out every scene along the way that shows the character going to that next major high point or major low point. If you go through your story and you plot out every single leg or swirly, if you're using the roller coaster shape, between your major highs and your major lows, and you make sure that every single scene along the journey pushes the story toward that next point and pushes the character farther along their arc, then you will have an airtight plot for your story. If you want to learn more about how to do this with worksheets and a whole bunch more information, I have a course called Five Foolproof Steps to an Airtight Plot. I'll put the link below along with some other resources that may be helpful. If you've enjoyed this quick tip, please feel free to like and subscribe. And if you have suggestions for other areas of your own work that you would love to have editing quick tips for, please feel free to drop me a line. I'll put a link in the comments. Thanks for joining us.